Hello, YouTubers. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and today is Monday morning hangovers. Every Monday morning at 10 a.m., I do a live stream. We talk about what happened over the weekend, and we go over some stuff, things that's going on in the up and coming week. Also, I answer a lot of the questions that I got over the weekend. So I'm your host, Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and we had a busy weekend, very, very busy weekend. I want to welcome all to the live stream. I know we do this every Monday morning. I know Monday mornings are just tough. So uh, that's why it's always great to get up early in the morning and get you a cup of coffee, and so we can discuss and talk about everything dealing with technology, life, sports, stuff like that. So this has been a pretty interesting weekend. Had a lot of things going on this weekend, so we're going to discuss a lot of things. Definitely with sports. As you may know, I'm from New Orleans, and I am a Who Dat fan. What we call Who Dat down in New Orleans, out New Orleans Saints. We're going to discuss that. We definitely going to discuss that on this podcast this morning. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So we're gonna get started. The first thing we're gonna talk about is how our sports goes, and it was a very interesting weekend when it comes down to sports. So let's go over some of the sports scores. Let's get this out the way. So yes, let's talk about sports. The Redskins lost to the Giants yesterday, 32-21. The Atlanta Falcons beat the Cowboys yesterday, 39-28. The Colts beat the Tennessee Titans, which was 35-33. The Raiders, guys, it's on to a great start, which they won yesterday, 27-20. The Bengals beat the Ravens 28-24. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see. Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars beat. Make sure we get this on the screen. Yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars lost to the Patriots. Man, I tell you what, Tom Brady put a foot in them yesterday. 51-17, guys. I mean, wow, that was a beat down yesterday. So the Eagles beat the Jets 24-17. Tampa Bay lost. The Tampa Bay that beat us last week lost to the Texans 19-9. The Vikings beat the Chargers 31-14 yesterday. And the Steelers beat the Rams 12-6. And I believe Roethlisberger, he got injured. And Mike Vick had to come in and close out the game. And the Cardinals right now is on a perfect start. The Cardinals beat the 49ers 47-7. Man, I tell you what, that's going to be a dangerous team this year. The Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins 41-14. And last night, the Seattle Seahawks, guys, beat the Bears, Chicago Bears 26-0. And Peyton Manning, which was a slow starting game yesterday. If you watched the game last night, it was very slow start first quarter, but the Broncos came back and beat the Lions 24-12. All right, so what I want to talk about is my New Orleans Saints for a second. Listen, I'm a Who Dat fan, and you know, if you watch my live event on Saturday nights. Every Saturday night, I do what's called party night. We started at 8 p.m. at night, and we go until. And we discussed this Saturday night, and I predicted this. I said, listen, the Saints will not go to Carolina and win. It's just not going to happen. And what happened? The Saints dropped the bomb, and we lost. And this is, I tell you what, this is a issue that we discussed last time, and you know, it's a problem. It's a big problem. The New Orleans Saints. Not only do we have the worst defense, we lost our quarterback, but gee whiz, man, our offense suck. I mean, you know, we had a backup quarterback. I understand that Drew Brees is out, but man, we really suck real bad. I mean, so right now we are 0-3. We haven't won a game yet this season, and tell you what, we hosting the Cowboys this Sunday night in the Superdome. They coming to town. And I will tell you, I got some very, very, very concerns about the Cowboys coming down to New Orleans in the Superdome for Monday Night Football. Now, Tony Romo's not playing, and I know the Cowboys lost. But I tell you, what I saw with the Cowboys yesterday, they played very, very solid football, even though they lost. And but I mean, they coming down to the Superdome, and you know, come on, Who Dat fans, we have to do some voodoo or something to start winning games, because I don't see it right now. We terrible. We terrible. If you listen to me live right now, give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much for coming in early in the morning. I do this podcast every Monday morning, which I discuss technology, sports, life, all kinds of up and coming videos. All past videos I do Q&A, so stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, our New Orleans Saints, we suck pretty bad. So yeah, that was one of the things that I definitely wanted to discuss. And look, I said it yesterday. I definitely said it Saturday night, that we got problems. We got problems, guys. We you know, our New Orleans Saints, we got issues. You know, it's been a terrible week for us. All right. So over the weekend, I posted a couple of videos. It's all about iPhone. iPhone finally came in Thursday or Friday. I did the unboxing video. Also did the first 24 hours with the iPhone 6S Plus, 6S, the S series of the iPhone. I also posted videos of which was a very controversial video. I will read a comment from a fellow YouTuber, the battle of the smartphones. And I talked about that, and we talked about what I believe the best smartphone is in 2015, and I talked about that, and you know, I got a couple of comments about that. Some people hit me on Twitter, and I got an iPhone fan that said iPhone is better than Android. I listen, I agree with you in some aspects. When you got an iPhone, you know what you're getting. When you have an iPhone, you know it's going to be a smooth experience. You know your apps are going to work. It works great all the time. If you got the 6 Plus, 6S Plus, you know you're going to get good battery life. And you know you got a lot of accessories with Apple. Things work very well with the iPhone. So that's without a question. If you have an iPhone, yes, you probably pleased with the iPhone. So absolutely, I agree with that. But overall, I believe that the Samsung Galaxy S6s Plus, Edge Plus, or whatever, is the best smartphone in my opinion. Okay, so I want to go through some Q&A real quick. I want to give a shout out to Alex Austin. He posted some stuff earlier this morning about factory resetting the computer. All right, so look, over the weekend, it was pretty cool. I had a client's computer, and this happens more than a lot. you know, if you watch my videos, I put out free content, stuff that will help you do things DIY, you know, do it yourself for free instead of, you know, probably paying me or paying somebody to fix your computer. But and I know a lot of computer people hate me for doing that, but hey, listen, it is what it is. It's a gift. I mean, I studied it. I got college degrees in this and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But what I found a lot is when people get viruses, uh, people download stuff and they download links. All right, so let's talk about some of these viruses I've been seeing a lot of people getting lately. If you get an email and they say, "Oh, you just won $1,000. Please click this link." Man, I tell you what, nothing is free. So be careful. Tell your kids, tell everybody, be careful about clicking on links and stuff like that. And I find a lot of viruses and bad links are associated with like kids going to some of the kids sites. And the parents, what parents does is they go to like Disney.com and all kinds. And I'm just saying Disney.com as an example. I'm not saying Disney has viruses. So let's get that disclaimer out. But you go on some of the websites, some of the kiddie websites, and they have pop-ups and links, and if you click on this and stuff like that, and a lot of kids, you know, not knowing, they playing around, they click on links. And what happens is some of those links get you to other links and stuff like that, and it's bad. So what happens a lot is, and I get this a lot from a lot of my clients, is that they get viruses. The PC crash, it slows down, and you don't know why. And prime example, over the weekend, I had a client's computer was going through a boot loop, and it's a fairly new computer. It was running Windows 8.1, and it was very slow. It was a pretty good computer, 4 gigs of RAM, Intel Core i3 processor, you know, 4 gigs of RAM, that type of stuff. I mean, but it was very slow. It was bogged down. Didn't understand why. So I had to play around with it, get it into safe mode, and do a factory reset on it. But the thing about it is, you just got to watch yourself when you clicking on links and stuff like that. So I fixed the computer and I got it back up running fast to get rid of the viruses. But at the same time, if you watch some of my videos, how to factory reset your computer, you can pretty much do that on your own. And listen, anytime, I don't mind having clients give me computers money. It's a paycheck. But at the same time, if you could, do it yourself, that's definitely a good thing. So, all right. So hopefully that helps out a lot of people. All right. Again, a shout out to Alex. What's up? What's up? I know you replied that said that you was in school today. Also, Leroy posted in the comments that he came from an Apple 6 Plus to a Note 5 and never looked back. That's what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people that has iPhones and have the iPhone 6 Plus and the iPhone 6. Well, I could tell you if you have an iPhone 6 or iPhone 5S or iPhone 5, you're kind of disappointed at the battery life. And I talked about this a lot, about the battery life on iPhones. And so if you went to the 6 Plus, you found that the battery life is great. But if you go into the 6S or the 6S Plus, then you find yourself saying that, damn, I wish I could do some customization. I wish I could get some widgets. I wish I could do some this, that, and the other. That's why a lot of people switch to Android. But the Android platform is great. The Apple platform is good. Look, to each his own. Both platforms are great. Both of them offer a unique perspective and service that helps and gets you through the day. And a lot of people, that's not techies. They're just like, look, I just need a phone that works. So they get an iPhone. All right. So, but I do want to talk about the iPhone 6S, the iPhone 6S Plus. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, before I even get to the rest of this Q&A here, and this is Apple. This is all Apple, by the way. do not, absolutely not get an iPhone 16 gig. I mean, come on now. I talked about this Saturday. I talked about this in a lot of my videos. There's no way that Apple should be still having a 16 gig iPhone. 16 gigs. Think about this for a second. By the time the operating system, by the time the preloaded apps, you may have 10 gigs. Okay. By the time, a lot of these apps right now in the App Store are huge. I mean, you got Facebook app, 200 megs and 300 megs. If you download 1 or 2 games, that's over a gig. Then you stuck with maybe a gig or 2 of space left. And by the time you start doing text messages and doing other stuff, you're going to lose space. Lord, I haven't even talked about if you even put music on your phone. I mean, you won't have no space for music. You won't have no space for all the apps that you want. So, but you figure, well, why did Apple didn't do the 32 gig? Well, what they did was they came up with the 64 gig, which is, to me, the norm. If you were to get an iPhone, definitely recommend 64 gig or 128 gig. Because if you store a lot of content, I mean, you look with a 16 gig iPhone, you can forget about putting in the movies on there. I mean, if you're a gamer, you're not going to put no games or no movies on a 16 gig iPhone. And plus, you have to remember the new iPhone 6S and the 6S Plus shoots 4K video. Now, let's put that in perspective. You're not shooting 4K video on a 16 gig iPhone. That's being real about it. That's just not going to happen. But if you have a 64 gig iPhone, then yes, you can shoot some 4K content. But definitely, buyers beware. Do not get the 16 gig iPhone. This is my opinion. Listen, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think if you're on the stream. And this will be uploaded to YouTube, so you could comment, later on this, because I know it's early in the morning. Most people at work and stuff like that. You just might pick this up later on. That's fine. All right, so get that out the way. Note 5 is an awesome phone. Listen, this is the Note 5 right here. I mean, the S Pen, it's great if you're a college student or a business person. The Note 5 is a great phone. It's very, very fast. Yep. So Jordan GoPro, I want to give a shout out to Jordan. He did not like my video. Obviously, he gave me thumbs down. I understand that. Listen, this is the reason why he didn't like my video. He made a comment, said iPhone is always better, and he watched my video that I posted this weekend called Apple versus Samsung Battle of the Smartphones, and I gave the Galaxy S6s Plus the winner. Now, if you watch my benchmark, and I put that's another video. I put a benchmark video up. I also put the first 24 hours with the 6S Plus. I also had Q&A this weekend, and I also had the first impressions of the iPhone 6S Plus, and I did the unboxing. I mean, I put up 5-6 videos over the weekend. So check them all out on my channel, Easy Computer Solutions, and you can check them all out. Let me know what you think. But yes, he put it there. iPhone is always going to be better. I tell you what, if you're an iPhone fan, and look, you should notice I got iPhone, I got iPad, iPhone, iPad, stuff like that. Listen, I got all iPhones, all iPads. I agree with you. I agree with you. Android has came a long way, but if you're an iPhone user, you understand. And Doran, I want to give a shout out to him. He always plays some comments on my YouTube channel. He placed a comment that he pretty much what he's saying here. He appreciate that when I did the 24 hours video with the iPhone, he appreciate that I spent some time with the iPhone before I put the video up. And what happens is a lot of tech reviewers, they put their videos out a few minutes after they do their unboxing, and they don't spend time with the phone. Yeah, granted that it's an iPhone. Granted, a lot of things didn't change with it, but I want to make sure that I'm genuine and real with my channel. So yes, I spent 24 hours with the iPhone as my daily driver for that day, and then I did a video about it. So one of my commenters appreciate that that I took the time out and I spent some time with the phone before I did a live video. So thank you. No problem. The Crazy Minecrafter, he posted a couple of comments on a couple of different videos. Give me a shout out. I'm giving you a shout out. The Crazy Minecrafter. What's up? Give you a thumbs up. How you doing? You may not be looking at this video, but I'm giving you a shout out because you asked to give you a shout out. All right, and another comment, the person named you, helpful. I got the Note 4 for my birthday, and I wanted a bigger screen already. Asked me where did I get my Sony Z Ultra. The comment also said that they doesn't trust eBay, and so it's not a secret here, okay? And I want to say that if you go to Expedia USA.com, you could get the Sony Z Ultra, and that's a trusted site. That's where I bought my Sony Z Ultra from. And go to the video, check out the link. I posted the link in the video on my Sony Z Ultra video, where you could buy the phone for only $259. Listen, $259 for a Snapdragon 800 6.44-inch phone. Very fast, very fluent. I got all three colors, black, white, and purple. All great phone. It's a great phone. That's my go-to tablet. I call it my Darth Vader. You've seen it a lot on this channel. So yes, that's where I bought the phone at. Yes, and Doran posted another comment saying he missed my podcast. Also, I had a lot of comments on my Saturday event. Okay, so every Saturday night I do a live event, and we call it party night. I mean, we let our hair down and we have some fun and stuff like that. So check me out every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Until, I mean, I have music playing in the background. I do a live Q&A. We talk a lot of stuff. It's PG-13, so that's why I do it so late. So put the kids to bed and come join me on my podcast every Saturday night. All right. One comment to say, wow, 14,000 views. Yes. Listen, I got a couple of videos that kind of went out there. I remember I'm a new YouTuber. I just started the channel 2.5 months ago, and I got 123 videos online right now, and I got some videos that's doing very well. And again, I started this as a, just as a hobbyist, just being real. If you watch my channel, you know that my channel is real. And I'm not saying that other people's channel is not real. I'm saying that you don't see a lot of video editing here, stuff like that. So you don't see a lot of video editing here. You don't see, and I mean, I do some video editing, but I keep it mostly real. So anytime you watch my channel, it's just being real, just me being real about the content, about the product. Because if you go out and you spend $700 or $800 on these phones and tablets and stuff like that, you want to know if it's good or bad. And this is what I do. I want to make sure that you understand that, in my opinion, some of the product is good and bad, and I'm going to give you the best opinion possible. Now, you could disagree with me, but that's cool. Just leave me a comment down below. And yes, so I got a lot of comments on my past Saturday night, and I mean, this every Saturday night is a blast. So that I mean, just join me every Saturday night, and we just have some fun. Yes, I did the unboxing video, and look, check me out on Twitter. I get a lot of people on Twitter ask me this question. On Twitter is DJ EZE. That's EZE, not E. It's EZE 416. And or you could do a Google search on Easy Computer Solutions on Twitter, and you can find me on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter 24 hours without a doubt. If you have any questions, post it on Twitter. Also follow me on Instagram. It's DJ. It's Easy Computer Solutions on Instagram. So yes, definitely on Instagram. And That's about it, guys. My up and coming videos that I got coming this week. Again, we still talking about iPhone. I'm still doing a lot of comparisons with the iPhone. So some of my future videos that I got coming out today and tomorrow, we all discussing iPhones. And I'm doing comparison with the iPhone and the Galaxy Note 5, comparison with the iPhone, and I'm doing just all my phones compared with the iPhone. And I'm going to go do a full walkthrough with the iPhone, and I'll show you what's good, what's bad. Right now, I'm doing battery tests. Right now, with the iPhone 6s Plus, I'm finding that the battery life is just a little tad shorter than the 6 Plus. So yeah, I mean, I'm still doing battery tests on it now, and I would definitely do some videos on that to let you know what I think about the battery test. I also did a video last week about the iPad Air 2. Look, and I got a couple of people on Twitter ask me, why am I doing videos on the iPad Air 2? Isn't that a 2014 device? Yes, it is a 2014 device, but since Apple didn't come out with an iPad Air 3, you got to kind of consider that's a 2015 device. So what I did was I went out and bought the iPad Air 2 Verizon Wireless and stuff like that, and I'm doing some extensive reviews with it. And I tell you what, watch my gaming review. I was astounded looking playing games on the iPad Air 2. iPad Air 2, and I got the Nvidia Shield tablet. That's a great 8-inch tablet, and I play a lot of games with that also. But the iPad Air 2 with the tri-core processor and the 2 gigs of RAM and the great screen, the great battery life, plays awesome games. So watch that video and my gaming review. If you're a gamer, iPad Air 2 plays games real good. I mean, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, I say it was console graphics and stuff like that, and you know, it is. It's a great platform. Apple does a real good job in the games and the App Store. So yes, I'm not an Apple hater. I play games with my iPhone. All right. So at the end of the day, every Monday morning I have this podcast. It's a little short. I know it's early in the morning. I don't want to keep it too long. And I know a lot of people just starting to catch on to my podcast every Monday morning. And so this is only my third one. So hopefully people usually watch this later on during the day because it's Monday morning, everybody at work. But I just wanted to kind of put that content out there. All right, so this is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and I got a lot of up and coming videos that I'm doing this week. And so subscribe to my channel. And yes, I did bust the 1,000 subscriber mark. Thank you, gang. I appreciate that. You know, I hit 1,000 subscribers this past week. I also did a video about the 1,000 subscribers, so check that out. And so right now I'm shooting for 2,000. So right now I'm going for 2,000, and once I get to 2,000, and I'm gonna just continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna change. I think that the platform is good. I'll be real about this channel, and I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm gonna do what I have to do. All right, guys. So that's it for me today. A little half an hour every Monday morning hangover. We went over a good bit of stuff in this half an hour. All right. So if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. See you in the next video. Peace.